Welcome back, kings and queens, and welcome if you're new here. My name is Hope King, and I'm the designer behind King's Designs MD. Today I want to show you how to make a door hanger in Cricut. So you can do this just by using some shapes. So I am in my new project page, which is just my blank canvas. And the first thing I'm going to do is click on shapes. I'm going to choose a square. And now I'm going to resize this square down. What I like to do when I am creating is to make sure things are positioned on the 0, X, and Y axis. This lets me know that it moves it to the top corner and side corner so that I can know my exact size when I'm putting my score lines and different things. I know perfectly where it is. So we're going to unlock our size here. And we're going to change this to 3.5 in width, and then we're going to change this to 8.5 in height. This is now going to give us the full size of our door hanger. I am going to shrink my screen a little bit so we can see more of what we're working with. The first thing I want to do, or next thing I want to do, is go in my shapes again, and I'm going to grab a circle. The circle automatically comes in 2 by 2. I want to make sure this is down to the 1/2 inch line. And so I'm going to move it to the 1/2 inch line on my Y. And then I'm going to highlight both and make sure it's centered. So as long as it's centered and down to your 1/2 inch mark, that's exactly where you want it to be. And if you want to check it, you can just click on it again. And now it's on the X axis on 0.75 and on the Y axis of 0.5. That makes sure it's exactly centered and where you need it to be. The next thing I'm going to do is highlight both, and I'm going to click Slice. Now it usually takes my Cricut a minute to slice everything. And then I'm deleting out all of the extra pieces. So you can click your shape and delete it out, or you can go over to your side, click here and delete it out. Either one will work. The next thing I'm going to do is go over to my shapes. Again, we're using a lot of shapes today. And I'm going to take my square down to a 0.25, 0.5 in width, and a 0.25 in height, I believe is what it is. Give me 1 minute. That's what I want. So I need a 1 inch in width and a 0.25 in height. I know Cricut makes me guess a little bit sometimes because I'm used to height and width looking a different way, but that's okay. So I'm going to zoom in for you. I'm zooming in, trying to move it over and trying to move it up. There we go. So now I want it centered, and that's perfect. So right here at the 1.5 inch line, you don't want to set it to 1.5 up here. Because I don't want it to start at the 1.5 inch line. I want it to be centered on the 1.5 inch line. I hope that makes sense. And you can know that it's centered because the middle point line is showing you exactly where it needs to be. So it's 1.5 here, and then you go up and it's a 1/2 inch here is where it's centered. So I'm going to highlight both, and I'm going to slice again. So I'm deleting that. Deleting that, and then there's a slice result that I'm going to delete. Now you can see it's starting to look like a door hanger. So you can leave it perfectly blank here. You can send it to your machine to cut, but this is just your standard template. If you want to get fancy, I can show you a few things to try. So we can always change it to a print then cut. And I have some cute paper that I created in Canva, and I'm going to upload. So this now looks like a notebook page. So that's cute, like if you wanted to do something for a teacher. And let me show you what I actually did. If you wanted to create it like a teacher design. Okay, so this was a teacher design that I've already created. And what I did, I used the same pattern fill that I showed you for the paper. This phrase came from Design Bundles, I believe. And then I brought in a woman from Feathers of Style, and then I added a name. So I'm just going to go up to the top and I'm going to change the color, the background color, just so you guys can see better what it would actually look like. So now to pop for you a little bit. So this is the actual door hanger. This is the sign, the little woman, and the name. So this is a great teacher gift that you can give. But you can change this to so many things once you use the basic door hanger. So let me try to show you. This is the same simple method using the door hanger that you can see the background design, something I created in Canva. I did birthday behavior, which if you saw me heat press my shirt, this is the exact same wording that I used. The only thing I did different on here is I went up and created an offset just so that you could see these words a little better. But again, door hanger, same thing. I just used it for different reasons. So I'm back to the original door hanger. It's already still set as a print then cut. If you don't want it as a print then cut, you don't have to. I'm going to show you again. You can create it as basic, and then you can go over to your shapes on the side. Trying to get to my shapes because I'm recording. Alright, so you can click on your shapes on the side. And you can add different things, like it's Valentine's Day coming up, so if you wanted to add hearts, you can add a heart. You can change the color of this if you wanted the background to be white. It's hard to see white on white sometimes when you're designing, so you can also change your background canvas color so that you can see the difference. And if you didn't see what I did, I clicked on blank canvas over here on the side, which then allows you to change the color at the top. So now I can click back on this. I can make it red. And you can always go into your advanced colors as well and change your different shades of red. So now I have that, and I can type in Happy Valentine's Day. And shrink it down. Now I know I want this to be about 3 inches in width, and I can move it over and down. Now if that's over too far, I can always highlight and center everything. Then of course, if I don't like it, or if I want to put a name, I can put a name. If I want to change the font, I can change the font. And if I wanted to make a bunch of hearts instead of just one, I could do that. And so you can make it as simple or as complicated as you want. But the next thing you would do if you wanted it to be a print then cut is you have to flatten everything. So you want to highlight it all together and you want to flatten. Now when you hit make it, this shows you this is what you're getting. Now the hard part is when you hit make it with this, is because it's all white, you're not going to see the keyhole. So it's going to look like oh, I messed up, something happened. You didn't mess up. You can see it's here. And if I actually just unflatten it and change the color, it'll show you exactly that you didn't mess anything up. And going up, changing the color, and I'm just going to reattach it. Reflatten it, so you can see everything is there, and I didn't do anything except change the background color. And you see it's there. So I hope this helps somebody. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And you guys have a great day. You can use this for anything that you want. So again, I hope this is helpful. I hope you guys have fun making them. If you make something like this, hop on over to our Facebook group. Post what you make, because I want to see like a lot of the fun iterations of what comes out of this.